I know. I did an interview with those the girls who run that podcast up north, which had for like 2.5 hours. It's so fucking good.
Awesome.
But they're gonna edit it down into two half-hour bits. But they were very loose. It made me feel really professional about it. But I said to him, "Oh, let's do a." I thought it was a comedy podcast. They didn't ask me anything about comedy. We were just talking shit.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I honestly don't know if it's going to do anything for us in terms of listenership. But I'll message one of them after this and say, can you say I'm from this?
Are they comedians?
Yeah. The comedians.
Well, get them on.
Yeah, no. I said to them, we'll do a joint venture thing.
Yeah. Get them on, and then I can do the old. So, Jordy was telling me we're doing a 4-way. Oh, this is awesome. I'm part of that. I'll start it there and just let it fucking go.
Very good. So I'll tee that up soon.
All right, sweet as. All right, let's get this happening. All right, here we are, BJ Balls Out Comedy Podcast. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Fucking angry.
Yeah, you look angry. You have this aura about you.
Geez, I'm telling you. I mean, we spoke before. We were going to get on the podcast and do this podcast, and it's just I don't know. Either it's been going downhill. I think it's my hair. My hair's been really fucking doing my head in.
Don't give away the behind the scenes magic.
Yeah, well, I can't get a haircut. I go to Ling Ling. Shout out to the Chinese. They're the cheapest, but anyway, don't worry about that now. We'll talk about her later.
One cut fits all.
Yeah, one cut fits all. I can't get a haircut. And Anna said to me, she'll cut my hair. But the only clippers I've got is the clippers that I use for my nuts. So I ain't using those fucking clippers. So I'm not going out to fucking shopping to buy clippers. So I'm pissed off that I can't, get a bit of a clip happening. So I usually have every I don't know, 6 to 8 weeks, I usually have a bit of a trim, balls and all. But I couldn't.
Quarantine issues 101.
Absolutely. I'm like fucking, I'm slicking up now, man. I'm slicking up like I'm in my 20s. These people are doing fucking all these muses that you see on Facebook and shit, trying to be wogs, man. I was an old school fucking wog back in the day, slicked hair, carried a gun, just those little things that you do as a wog, Now I'm just a fucking angry old fucking wog with slicked hair, and I've forgotten where I put my gum because I'm so fucking old.
They're the ones you got to worry about.
Oh, God. But yeah, anyway. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm too tired to be angry at anything. I've done nothing but sleep all weekend. It's been incredible.
Oh, excellent. So you're catching up on your sleep, obviously.
I think I've overcaught up.
Nah, I reckon it's your body telling you needed to relax, take it in.
Well, I'm back at work at the moment, so that's not ideal.
Doing your head in?
Yeah, definitely. No safety precautions put out whatsoever. So we're all just waiting for someone to get sick. It's quite morbid, actually. But
you're getting customers coming through?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. No one seems to give a fuck down this side of town.
Fucking hell. Jeez.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's going to take for someone to get sick, and the whole company will get fucked. But
and no like sanitizer or shit like that.
No,
nothing.
No, they put a plastic wrap around the steering wheels. That's it. But as a mechanic, you've got to touch everything else. So,
oh, that's unbelievable.
Yeah. Money comes first. I am just a number.
That's the fuck thing about it. And I think this whole thing is a fucking money thing first. But I've been I watched a couple of nights of news, and I sort of looked at it and I went, they're talking about fucking getting back. The economy's fucked. But you know, and I know Australia follows the American lead and the English lead, which is cool. That's all right, whatever. You know, we're allies. But if they want to get back to business and they haven't quarantined the whole fucking thing yet,
yeah,
it's just going to break out again. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
I still know some people who don't believe it's an issue.
Well, I know a few of them too, but I think a lot of these people, maybe they're chasing the dollar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
So in that sense, it's like, well, if they're chasing the dollar, which is fair enough, everybody's got their own thing, and they are chasing the dollar, which is understandable, and they can do that, but they don't give a fuck about the consequence. If you know what I mean. Don't. And I think that's the dangerous shit, because, like, you know, they turn around, oh, I'm young, it's not going to hit me, and so, you know, yeah, I know, I get it, but fuck, man, one bad day of getting a shithouse cold, and we've all been there where you get a cold, and I don't give a fuck if you're all super fit or fucking unfit, your body starts to fucking,
yeah, I'm not.
You know, the immune starts to kick in and shit. So I don't know. I'm worried what's going to happen. That's all I'm worried about, because we're not really taking. Well, I won't say all not taking it seriously, but there is a percentage out there that's not taking this shit seriously. So
fuck yeah, and yeah, definitely. Like my dad was quite sick, you know, before the word coronavirus became normal, and he told the doctors that, you know, I work for a university, I see all walks of life coming through, blah, 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 like from every corner of the globe. I feel quite sick, blah, blah, blah. And he locked himself up for a couple of weeks. And the doctor gave him some antibiotics after a while, because I had no idea what was wrong with him. And the doctor sat him down after about 5 weeks and said, yeah, I'm pretty sure you had coronavirus. He's all good now. It's like fucking nuts, but like they wouldn't test him or anything like that. But yeah, even though he asked multiple times. So I don't know if that's not taking it seriously, or the probability wasn't there or something. But
well, maybe they didn't know. Like at that point, they probably weren't sure what it was. So they're like, oh, well, we don't know what it is. Let's give him some antibiotics and hopefully that works. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I'm saying people aren't taking this shit seriously, because if your immune's not up there, and if you're not feeling well, and I mean, I get some people are like, oh, I fucking run every day, I'm super fit, and I'm this, that, and the other, which is cool. But like I say, when your body starts to fucking get sick, and I don't give a fuck if you're super fit, you're going to feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so
I think that's the thing as well. From all I've heard, it sounds like it attacks people in different ways.
Yeah.
Which doesn't help. I mean, it's not like herpes or something where, you know, this dude over here's just got a wart on his knob or something like that.
Yeah.
It's the same for everyone. So look out for warts, but I don't know. Do you even get warts with herpes? I don't know. I'm going to call someone. I mean, for a reference, I've got no idea. God, that was nearly incriminating.
Warts with herpes? You fucking hell.
I don't know. It's a gift that keeps on giving, apparently. I don't know.
Warts with herpes. So the herpes is that shit they have in their lips, isn't it? Is that herpes? That's herpes, isn't it?
And genitals.
And genitals, yeah, okay. So, but
I don't know. It's the first thing that popped into my head that is a common thing.
I'm gonna find out. Jeez,
I haven't been watching porn with it or anything. I'm just.
I see some dirty dicks tonight. He's looking at a fucking scar on that cunt.
I need to wash my eyes. Fuck.
Sitting there with the old sanitizer. Fucking hell.
Should I be worried that herpes was the first thing that popped into my head for a normal disease? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, but you weren't going to say AIDS or anything like that. You know, herpes. You're sort of mid-level.
AIDS is way too.
AIDS was like, oh, fuck, nah, that's happier.
AIDS was way 1980s, not.
Yeah, no, it won't happen again.
Oh, fuck, get off Turkish.
You know, when you don't do sort of coke off a small of a back or a pussy or anything like that, or a cock. Well, you know, things have changed these days.
Oh, if you're going to do it properly.
Yeah.
All I know when it comes to coke is you don't use a $20 note. It has to be a 50 or 100.
Oh, yeah. And a small of a back of somebody. Somebody, a woman. Jeez, fuck, I recovered there.
No bats.
No bats. Fuck.
No bats. Don't know a fucking repeat of that. God damn.
So, yeah, I was actually laughing last night because I was listening to Trace's podcast, and she did the three-way. Fuck, I was laughing my head off. You know when she said the coronavirus started from the three-way, which is
yeah.
A friend that's into like fucking science and shit, and I'm just like, oh, fucking tears roll down my eyes, going, oh, it's brilliant. That is fucking.
Fuck, she's funny.
Oh, she's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, for anyone listening, we had Tracy Armstrong on, so look up that podcast definitely.
Yeah. Fucking awesome podcast, and yeah. Well, we've had some few good people on, and we're trying to get more people on, and just pushing it out there and just having a bit of fun with it. So there are days where I get ranty and angry. So
no,
no, not at all.
That's not like you.
Fuck, did I what? I got to Bunnings, man. I just had to go get a couple of things from Bunnings. What pisses me off? A couple of things at Bunnings aren't like they used to be. Like back in the day, you get a couple of things at Bunnings, spend maybe, I don't know, $60. Yeah. Man, a minimum of $100, man, every time I go to Bunnings now.
Yeah. I'm like that with grocery shopping. The less I get, the more I pay, I find.
Yeah, fuck yeah. It was. I actually did a little shop today too, and it was just like, I walked out there to go $190, and I didn't buy anything like, just essentials, milk, fucking flour, what was it? I don't know, fucking few veggies and shit. And it's just like, fucking hell, this shit's getting expensive.
Yeah.
And I haven't got the body to sell, you know what I mean? Like, I did, but I haven't.
Neither do I. It's a shame, isn't it?
It is actually. Fuck. Imagine I'd be eating fucking, I don't know, fucking top end fucking ribeye and shit if I had the body for it.
Line up.
Yep. Come on down. Try the ribeye.
Fuck. Would you ever eat a human knowingly?
No, but I will tell you. Actually, you've just hit a nail on the head. I will tell you a story. I worked at an RSL back in the day.
As you do, yeah.
As a chef, I worked at an RSL, and there was a security guard there. I can't remember his fucking name, but he was a weird fucking unit. Like, when somebody's just a weird ass unit. Yeah. This guy was a weird ass unit, but lovely enough and all the rest of it. And we all went out drinking one night, and we were just talking away and blah, 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 having a bit of a chat. And he turned around and he actually mentioned that, would you ever eat a human? And we were just like, the fuck, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, would you ever eat a human? And just like, no, probably not, mate. He said, oh, I've tried. I go, what? He actually cut his own fucking flesh.
Oh, wow.
And that's what I'm saying. This guy was a loose fucking unit. Cut his own flesh, cooked it, and ate it.
Wow.
And I'm just like, nah, you're talking shit. And he actually showed me the fucking big indentation on his fucking arm.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm just like, you are a fucking psycho. Like, I don't know. I mean, and I go, how'd it taste? He goes, it was a bit dry and shit, but he goes, was that fuck. Oh, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget when that guy told us that story. Now, and I could imagine him doing it. So it wasn't like he was just sort of, you got some people that want to tell the story, so they sort of go, whoa, extend it. No. This guy was fucking legit. You knew he was legit.
I'd expect something like that from Tony Magnuson.
I
mean, I know you know him better than I know him, but
I don't think you'd push the boundary. Tone's very calculating. Don't let that demeanor. Don't let that demeanor sort of put you off. I mean, he's very.
No, I could just imagine him. He seems like one of those people that if he has a question, he needs an answer, kind of thing. So okay, so that I wonder what that tastes like, and he'd try it.
Yeah, but I think he's more. This is the thing about Tony is he'll get into it, so he actually wants to find out. I reckon he would try it, yeah, definitely, but he would actually have to know the outcome to the answer, if you know what I mean. So you actually research it. Why? How come? Why would I do it? You know what I mean? So you actually wouldn't be just, it's flesh. How does it taste? Like chicken, maybe? Like, he's not like that type of person where you're just like, it's chicken, or it's, I just want to try it. Because it might taste like
how annoyed would you be if you went to all the trouble to try human flesh just for it to taste like chicken? Like people, like I remember watching some doco about like I think it was like Papua New Guinea, somewhere in Papua New Guinea, where like the guy who was running the documentary went with the natives on a hunt.
Yeah.
To get crocodile or caiman or whatever the fuck they've got there. I can't remember. Anyway, some sort of crocodilian. And the bullshit they went through to get there to where they lived, and like crossed with, how hard it was to catch and prepare to cook and all that sort of stuff. So it just tastes like chicken. Like, could you imagine if you went to all that fucking trouble, you risk the law or whatever you have to do to get some human flesh, and it just tastes like chicken? Like, how disheartening would that be?
Or worse, it tastes like Vegemite or something really shitty.
See, I love Vegemite because
I do too.
As fuck. Yeah,
no, I do. Look, for a while, I love Vegemite. I mean, for a while, I love that stuff. Like
Vegemite toasted cheese sandwich. Fucking hell, doesn't get better than that.
One of the best things out there.
It does not get better than that.
People turn around and go, it tastes like shit. Nah.
No, it doesn't. You're just not doing the right amount.
Yeah, they are fucking like I've seen some of those shows that they put on the Facebook, and they try the Aussie food, compare it to the American food, or compare it to the fucking European food, and these cunts are smearing the shit on like fucking. It's coming out of fashion. It's like you just dab a little bit of it, just dab.
Americans don't like it because it's got no sugar in it.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It doesn't have fucking corn syrup in it. But no, I put a fair bit on actually. I love it.
Yeah. No, I love salty shit anyway. But
it turns your shit black. I didn't realize that.
I never.
No, I bought a jar the other week, and I clearly have way too much time on my hands at the moment. But I noticed it turns your shit black.
I haven't noticed that. Sure.
Unless anyone wants to message in saying that that's a sign of coronavirus, please let me know because I've got no idea.
I got to do a bit of writing. Herpes, dick, warts, Vegemite turn shit black.
I'm never going to get laid after this.
Oh no, you will. You'll be like, Vegemite, anybody?
Look, you said you would bring body chocolate. Yeah, that's good enough.
You imagine that? Oh, I've got no body chocolate, but got a fucking tin of Vegemite.
I'm too much of a germaphobe for body chocolate. That shit's weird.
Oh, have I ever done that? Let me think.
Like, have a shower first.
Have I ever done like that? Yeah, I think I have.
I think I did when I was about 16 or something with my first girlfriend, but
it wasn't anything, you're like, but this is the problem with that. When we're going through that phase of, when you're young, you watch porn and you go, oh, I'm going to try that shit. You know what I mean? It's got to be the best shit out there. And you just get there and go, yeah, this is fucking gross, man.
Yeah.
It's like, but yeah, I've tried that.
I don't understand those candy underwear either.
That I've never tried. I know a mate of mine that did try that.
No interest.
And he reckoned it was the best thing out. I go, fair enough, bro. But yeah, no, not for me. Like, that was one thing I've never,
like, please have a shower first.
Could you imagine?
Oh, no, imagine.
It'd be like fucking. Have you ever felt it?
It's just the same as that multicolored candy you get at milk bars and
but it feels very. You can feel it on your fingers. It feels really. It's got a weird feel to it. I've actually felt that. Right? And could you imagine the mix of candy and pussy?
How did it feel on your balls, Benny?
No, I never put it on my balls. I sort of smeared it on my nipples and no. No, but could you imagine? There's like the pussy and the candy and connecting, and it'd be like fucking seaweed. Jeez, that's vivid.
I haven't had dinner yet. That's fucking weird. No, I don't understand dudes who like that. What do they? There's a word for it, but I can't fucking remember. The dudes who request like underwear. It's like you have to wear it for X amount of days
That's
exercise in it, and blah 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 blah.
Anna lived in Japan, right?
Yeah,
and that's very fucking big in Japan. Very big. You can get it in like fucking those vending machines and shit.
Oh,
that was massive. Like you could actually just get a pair of dirty fucking knickers and all that, and it was actually, you would have laughed your head off. I went to Japan, right? And I go, Anna goes, we're going to go to Japan. I said, yeah, cool. You know, let's go around Hiroshima and fucking Tokyo, do the whole thing. And we went during the blossoms. So when the blossom trees were out, it was a fucking phenomenal, beautiful place. But everything's so fucking small. For a guy that's 6'2", built like a brick shit house, everything's small. And the funny thing was, we got our room, sit down, I don't spare the, get a decent room. So she did. She got a nice room. Got to our room, and I could touch wall to wall. So I extended my arms out.
Oh, shit. And
I just went, fuck, that's small. Like, I was really like, this is a small, and it wasn't a shit hotel. Like, it was a fucking, it was a Hyatt. So it wasn't like a fucking crappy ass place we were staying at or anything like that. And it was one of their biggest rooms. So I said, nah, fuck that. I'll go downstairs, get a fucking, get a fucking, I want to sleep, want something bigger, please. So she goes downstairs, and it's pretty fluent, you know what I mean, in Japanese. So she's like, fucking talking away, and I'm just,
exactly like that, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know, whatever she was saying, and I'm just like, yeah, big fucking room, big boy, they're all having a bit of a giggle and shit, and then go back to the room, went upstairs, fucking jump on the bed again, extend my arms out. All right, it's giving me probably about a foot.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just like, nah, this is fucking small. I go, all right, whatever. I go, it doesn't matter. I go, there's plenty of room. Like, we had like a living area, a sitting area and shit, which was fine.
Yeah.
Just the bedroom felt so fucking claustrophobic.
Yeah.
That's fine. Anyway, we started going around. We ended up in fucking downtown Tokyo, fucking just literally all over the shop. And I go down, I've got to go to a fucking porn shop, like one of those, sex shops. She's like, oh, all right. She goes, Mum, I'm going in. I'll wait for you. And I went, oh, all right, cool. So anyway, I walked in, and you could just see fucking all these little, Japanese guys sort of checking out the porn and stuff. And you sort of got to squeeze, and I was squeezing through, and it was tiny. Like, I'm talking tiny, but it was 3 levels.
Yeah.
I went, all right, cool. So, first level. And then you follow these fucking stairs, and I'm looking at the, no word of a lie, Jordy, and I'm not going to bullshit you now. I couldn't go side on. I had to physically turn myself to the side, go side on to walk up the stairs.
Oh, shit.
I was too wide for that little cavity to get me up the fucking stairs. And as I kept going up, I was getting more and more claustrophobic. And I was just like, I'm not feeling well. I got out. I started sweating and shit. And he goes, Jesus, did you just jerk off or something? Fuck no. I nearly got fucking boxed in up there. What the fuck is that place? I go, nah, fuck that shit. I'm not doing that shit again. God. But it was, it was a good place. Like, I actually did enjoy it. A lot of history.
There's some weird shit there, though.
Oh, yeah, there's some weird stuff, but it's not cheap. I'll tell you that. Like, it is fucking expensive, and the funny thing is, like, I thought Russia was expensive, and it's not. Comparative to like what we earn here and what we can spend and shit like that, nah.
Huh.
Japan, you're paying for a lot of things like 3 times our wage here, sort of thing. If you're buying something, so you want to buy, I don't know, say a PlayStation or whatever like that, you're going to pay 3 times as much in Japan.
Jesus.
Right? Whereas Russia is it's one-on-one, you know what I mean? So whatever you're paying in Australia, you're going to buy it over there, sort of thing. Might be a little bit cheaper.
Okay.
Which really surprised the fuck out of me, you know what I mean? But yeah, they're great places. I mean, to see it, the history. I met a guy that his parents died in Hiroshima.
Oh, shit. And
we were just walking and we were checking it all out. And just as we were walking along, the guy's just been polite and he's just going, oh, hello, and how you going? And then, where are you from? And he was really interested. I go, oh, Australia. He goes, oh, cool. Yeah, came to see it. He goes, oh, okay, do you live here? He goes, yeah, lived here all my life. And then he starts getting into his story and he's telling us, oh, my parents died when the bomb hit. They died then. And he goes, I was only 2 years old.
Fuck.
And so I took a photo with him. It was fucking phenomenal. Like I got back, told me old man about the story, and my old man's like, "Fuck, really?" I go, "Yeah." Fucking went through it all, and it was just great to see that they kept it all as it was, sort of thing. It's sort of, even though it's all clean and you can it's touristy and all that, but just that little bit of it, just you sort of just it stood still, if you know what I mean.
So they haven't rebuilt.
No, where it hit like that major structure. I don't know what that place was called, but there was like a dome place, and that was all fucking annihilated. So it was just like you could see the whole fucking thing. It's sort of like you could see it. You know what I mean? Like it was just really weird. Like,
Oh wow.
you know, and it was great. Like just going around, we ended up a few of those little eating places and stuff, like little restaurants and stuff. And it's basically the person that runs the place. Like we went to a gyoza bar, and it was some old guy, and then like he was 87 years old, and we walked into this place. He invited us in. It was like a little bar. It was probably, I don't know, a meter and a half long. He sat on the other side. He had a little kitchen on this side. Been doing that for close to, well, pretty much his whole life.
Yeah.
And he cooked the best fucking gyozas I've ever had in my life, man.
Yeah.
And then he pulled out this, I don't know what the fuck it was, snake or some shit. He goes, "Oh, you got to try this. You got to try this shit." And I'm now you got to be polite. So I was trying to be polite, and I'm trying and going, "Yeah, fuck, this is fucking revolting." You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, and she's like, "I can't eat it." I go, just pretend. And once he turns, just fucking in that pin. You know what I mean? And she's like, you know. But it was funny because it was like, but just to see how they operated, you know what I mean? It was like unbelievable. Like, I really wanted to check it all out. The only thing I missed out on, I really wanted to go like one of those sumo places, and we didn't get a chance to.
Oh, that would have been cool.
But yeah, but it's an awesome place. Like, just if you're into like cooking and knives and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
Like I ended up buying fucking 2 knives when I was there. Like the old forged fucking Damascus steel fucking awesome knives.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
So I bought them, and the lightest fucking knife you can use as a chef, you know what I mean? And I went out there. I paid a bit of money for them, but it was just like, nah, that's what I want, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just funny because it was, we took all these photos, and the guy turns around in the knife shop, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, I've got all these chef's knives showing us," and then he starts pulling out the fucking samurai swords. I go, "Fuck, awesome." He's like, take a photo. I go, "Yeah, all right, cool." So I started taking all these photos. And yeah, but it was a great place just to check out their culture and how nice they were. And they were pretty nice, like, and it was clean. Like you could walk around. Like we went out a few times, fucking 2-3 o'clock in the morning to like little bars in the middle of nowhere, like in the city, but sort of hidden away and shit. Come out, fucking people are still walking around. It doesn't shut down at all, and it's so safe. Shit. You know what I mean? Safe and clean. And fucking what blew me mind was the homeless. How many homeless people there was there?
Really?
There was a shitload of homeless. During the night, they all come out. And like all the main places, in Tokyo where we were staying, so all those main squares and shit, they're all beds lined up and shit.
Oh, wow.
So they're all, sleeping for the night. In the morning, everything gets packed up, put away. Like there's a couple of side roads and shit, like little sideways, like side, what do you call them, bloody alleyways and shit.
Yeah.
The shit's lined up for the next day, and they just roam the streets. They don't ask for people for money. They don't ask anybody for anything.
Wow.
Which blew me mind, like how they deal with the homeless there. Like, there was a lot of fucking homeless. A lot.
Sounds like they don't.
Well, they don't, but they don't push them away. Like here, they rip all their shit off and they break it.
Yeah.
So what they do is like, okay, at 5 o'clock, you've got to get up.
Yeah.
Sort your shit out. You can still lie there at night and sleep there and all the rest of it. But during the day, you've got to fucking not be around, sort of thing, as in find where you have to, which encourages them not to just sit there and fucking juice up and lie there. You know what I mean? So it actually encourages them. Maybe they can get out of this, whatever it is, this depression or whatever the fuck they've got going on. But yeah, that blew my mind. Like just how they just disappear, And then it was just like, and I looked at Anna and I went, fuck, there was homeless here last night. And there's nothing here now. And then that same night, you know, you might go to a bar again, come out, and it's like, fuck, there they are again. Where are they coming from? You know what I mean? Like, which was quite interesting to see how they deal with the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
that's nuts.
But it was, like I say, you know, I really, like I say to people, I will go back there one day and check it all out again. But it was fun. I mean, you know, hitting like all those game places and like the technology. It was funny because if you did that, say in the 80s when technology was a big thing, like, you know, the computer games, all that, it would have been fucking phenomenal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then we hit a few of these places that had like the games and shit. It was just like, yeah, we've got that shit now. You know what I mean? So it's not a like
we've caught up. Yeah,
we've caught up. It's like, meh, whatever. You know what I mean? But you could see some of the old shit that they produced, like the Nintendos and shit like that we didn't have around the world. You know what I mean? That you didn't see.
Yeah.
And they kept it, like some shops would keep it as like a memento or display or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, it was a good place. Like, it was a good place to go see. And yeah. Shout out to the Japanese out there. Yakuza. Yeah. I don't know anymore. It's like, you know, but they are fucking, a lot of them smoked, but Jesus.
Yeah, I've heard that.
They smoke like chimneys, and they'll polite, you know. They'll polite to the white guy. Gao Jing or whatever they call them. I don't know. That was very Australian of me. Gao Jing.
Oh, rendang mustard.
Yeah. Can I have some teriyaki sauce?
And a fork. That'd be me. I get disappointed when I go to a restaurant like an Asian flavored restaurant and they don't have hoisin.
Okay.
Like, hoisin is the best fucking sauce that's ever come out of any of those places. It's like the best barbecue sauce on earth, I reckon. Apart from like a Texas smoky.
But that's the thing. Like, we're so used to the, you know, what always used to make me laugh was like go to a Japanese place or Chinese place and be like, beef and black bean, thanks. Every fucking Australian would be beef and black bean, thanks. Oh, honey saw chicken, thanks. You know, I wouldn't sort of divert from that. I mean, my palate opened up a lot. I mean, Anna would always push my palate, like, as in, you gotta try this shit. You gotta try this shit. And I'll give it a crack. I mean, if I like it, I like it. If I don't, because I remember as a kid, I did Asian studies when I was in year 10. And it was funny because our whole thing was, you know, we did Asian studies. At the end of the year, we're going to a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
Go to Chinatown, learn a bit more about the thing, the history and all that. And we had a Mr. Riley, his name was. He was a half Chinese, half Australian, right? Yeah. Lovely guy. And Mr. Riley took us to Chinatown, and, you know, the class was there and all the rest of it. Fuck, I've never seen a dumpling in my fucking life. So, you know what I mean? Like, dumpling is a fucking dim sim. That's all. Yeah. That's all it is. But in my head, it was like, what's this steam shit, man? Like a fucking, you know, and like we only had wok food. Like, we grew up on wok food. It was like, even the fast food, we didn't have that. Mum would cook, Gran would cook. And it was funny. We ended up at this place, and they had them in those little fucking containers, you know, the steamers.
Yeah.
And they just kept coming out, and I'm like, fuck, I ate one, and I'm, oh, this is fucking awesome. I'm chowing down, I'm eating. And I reckon I got into maybe my 12th one or whatever. And it wasn't that it was shit. It was I overate. I'm spilling my guts here. I go, I fucking never do that shit again. And I don't think I touched it until I got together with Anna. It was like, and then she was like really into her Japanese and all that. And she sort of slowly, got into it. And yeah, like we do a lot. Like, the fusion that I put together with Japanese and just normal cooking constantly, like the Asian cook, I'm very, very, very clued in when it comes to Asian cooking, or even Indians. Like, I've worked with some Indians in the past where I
love Indian food.
How to do spices and shit.
Yeah. And
man, I used to make my own masala and stuff. You know what I mean? Just stuff that I learned from these guys. And even they were like, fuck, this cunt does his spices. You know what I mean? Like, he actually knows a bit about the fucking bringing out the flavors out of the spice and all that.
Yeah.
I learned a lot of that from those guys. You know, it was just like, yeah, you sort of pick up that stuff, and you sort of like, and it's in your forte anyway. It's in your little book or whatever you want to call it of life, you know, sort of look at it and put that together. And you know, it was funny the other night. Made pizza and it was from scratch. So, God, fuck it, make the dough, fucking make the sauce, do all that, you know. And it was just funny because I'm just knocking this out, going, fucking hell. You don't think about how easy it is, but it's easier just to pick up the phone and go, yeah, can I get a couple of Hawaiian pizzas or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, because sometimes you can't be fucked. I get that.
Oh, I know, but it's so quick. It wasn't hard. It was like, it took me, like I broke it down. It probably took me 10 minutes. But I'm gonna wait around for like 45 minutes for a fucking. Well, I won't say 10 minutes, but let's say 20 minutes. It took me 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Right, from start to finish, and it takes me 40 minutes to get the pizza delivery guy to drop the pizza off.
Yeah, but it's just sometimes you got to treat yourself.
Yeah, true. Look, I don't disagree with that, but it's just funny because like now, particularly now, just cooking shit, I'm just like, fucking, why don't I do more of this? And it is the time factor. You got to find the time to get it done, and you make a mess, you got to clean it all up. So it's a lot of fucking around in that sense.
Yeah, it's a bit I hate.
Yeah, you got to bring it all out, clean it, fucking sort it all out. So yeah, that's a bit of fucking around.
Good pizza though.
It was all right actually. It was actually the animals were like, fucking hell, this is not bad. you should be a chef. You can try that one.
Do you reckon? How do you rate pineapple on pizza?
Nah, not my thing. Anna loves it.
I love it.
Anna fucking loves it. Like we cannot get it. Like I don't like. She'll eat a pizza. Like we might buy a large pizza, for example. Like she'll buy pizza. You know what I mean? Like she might buy a medium pizza, and I'll buy a fucking larger family.
Yeah.
I'll eat my pizza, and then during the night she hasn't eaten a couple of pieces. But because it's got pineapple on there, I'm just like, oh, fuck, man. Seriously? Who puts pineapple on a fucking pizza?
It's delicious.
Oh.
It's refreshing. It's like...
yeah.
It is weird.
It's just weird, bro.
But it works.
Yeah. But I think that's an Aussie thing. Like, that was done here.
Was it?
Oh, I don't know. Because, like, you ask, like, in America, they're so against... fucking pineapple on pizza. Like they're like, nah, that's just no, you do not do that. You know, same thing with Italy. They're very like, who the fuck puts pineapple on a pizza? So,
but pizza in Italy compared to everywhere else in the world is a completely different thing. Like the interpretation of it's gone way out.
It is and it isn't, because it's basically, if you're using the same flour as what they're using, if you got a fucking wood fired oven,
yeah,
it's phenomenal. I don't give a fuck who
yeah.
You got a wood fired oven and you buy like fucking special, like there is pizza fucking flour that you buy, you know, like the special shit. I don't know what number 00 fucking whatever the fuck it is. So you can actually buy special fucking flour.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that's an element. If you've got all these elements of that, you can replicate it. I mean, I know there was a place here in Australia. I don't know if it was Melbourne or Sydney, but they won like the best pizza in the world a few times.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So I don't know if it's here in Melbourne or Sydney, but yeah, those guys fucking nailed it.
I think it was a joint in Carlton.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, those guys, they nailed it. And I mean, they got fucking what is it? Fucking judged from Italian people, like the Italians in Italy judged them.
Yeah.
So
pizza's so like, okay, you know when you order like I'm still on basic bitch level butter chicken when it comes to Indian, but so I say we're going out tonight and we're going to go to Indian. I'm like, this place does a good butter chicken. You know what it's going to taste like roughly, right? Yeah. But if you go somewhere and you're like, oh, the pizza's amazing here.
Yeah.
Pizza's so different everywhere you go. Like they might have a bland fucking tomato base, or they might put herbs and spices in the tomato base, or might not be rich enough, or they use crap ham, or they use like proper shaved ham. Like you never know.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, like Absolutely, I agree with you. It varies from place to place, but if the base, of it, as in I'm not just saying the base of the pizza, but the actual base of how they put it all together, if it's kept the same, it's usually not too far from one another, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
You get what I mean? If somebody's trying something a bit different, and then you go, oh, what is this shit? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Like Pizza Hut, yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, like a Domino's pizza. I think I've tried. Yeah, I tried one.
Yeah,
my mum bought it once, and I tried a piece of that, and I just went, "Oh, what is this shit?" Like,
it's like airplane food pizza. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it's just you can feel it tastes cardboardy. It's not really.
Yeah, is Domino's a drug front? $5 large pizzas. That $5 can't get spread very far. There's got to be a drug front, I reckon.
Well, I don't know. I know a place out my way out west that used to be back in the day. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
You buy a couple of grams, so they give you a fucking pizza box. Slap the couple of grams underneath it. Here's your pizza box. Cost you 200, whatever, 50, 60 bucks. The fucking most expensive pizza I bought, you know.
Yeah, but then you got your munchies as well. That's good marketing.
That's very good marketing. Yeah, that didn't last.
It's incredible.
It didn't last. It lasted for a couple of months, but yeah, they got caught out on that one.
Fuck.
But look, it's like anything. I mean, like I say, you find those different. Like I've got a specific guy that I buy from, and you had it. You had the pizza here at my place. You know, the pizza.
We're still talking about pizza, aren't we? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Not the guy that I bought, but anyway.
Yeah, that was fucking good pizza, actually.
He does a decent pizza, and like there's shops that are closer to me. I'll go to this guy, and I know this guy will not miss. He will not miss that. It is consistent. It tastes fucking same. It's a nice pizza. And yeah, like he's really, really good at what he does. So, you know.
No, it's good. But, yeah, no, that was actually top shelf shit. That.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, but you find there's certain places, like there's a Chinese place in the city. I think it's Elizabeth Street. I'm not sure if it's still there. It's been probably a year or two since we were last there. But we used to go there quite a lot with the boys, and they do this sambal, which is like a oil infused with hot chilies and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
And fuck, they did it decent. Well, I don't want to say it, but beef, black bean, but but they actually did a fucking decent, like a decent dish. You know what I mean? Like, and it was cheap. Like it was cheap as chips, but they were fucking chock-a-block. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I miss now. Like it's like I just miss like saying Anna, like we're cooking every fucking night.
Yeah.
I'd love to go out and go. You know, I'd go down the road to my Italian place and get my veal scallopini and fucking just have a glass of wine and eat my scallopini and but that's the shit part about it. Fucking can't wait to get. Man, I'll be savoring every fucking bite when I get back. And be like,
new appreciation for everything.
Oh fuck yeah! You know, I've been sitting here. I reckon I've dropped a couple of Ks, right? So you know, not exercising, just not eating as much. So I'm not. I've even dropped the sugar and shit in my coffees.
Yeah.
So I've just sort of gone, yeah, fuck it. You know, like just let's see if I can drop some Ks while we're done, sort of thing. So I said,
it's good. Well done.
I said, I want to see if, you know, I could be shredded by the time we get back on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is. But fucking hell, did he lose weight? Could you imagine that? Ladies and gentlemen, here he is. Did he lose weight? Motherfucker, pronounce my name.
Definitely don't fuck with him now. Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's funny because it's just we're just eating a lot of fucking I don't know, veggies and stuff like that. It's just very clean fucking food we're eating. I'm not eating any junk and shit. And it's just like, oh, I wouldn't mind fucking, you know, getting a bit of cake or getting a bit of this or getting a bit of that.
Yeah.
I got to admit, last night I did make pancakes. So I've lost like making pancakes tonight. And it's just like, looked at me and went, really? Okay. Yeah, fuck it. And then
what do you have on them?
I had just vanilla ice cream and fucking a shitload of maple syrup and banana.
Oh.
No, but it was like fucking. like usually we make crepes, so that's a big thing in our diet.
All right, you fancy motherfucker. All right.
No, but we do. That's a part of our diet. Like as a Balkan European, whatever you want to fucking call it, a crepe is a big thing for us. You know what I mean? Yeah. And last night I go, fuck, I don't want to make it. It is a chore to make fucking crepes, and I just went, nah, I can't be fucked. I'm gonna make fucking. Because Anna works for the American company, I just went, fuck it, I'm going to make some fucking old school bloody pancakes, Yeah. And I did, and she's just like, oh my fucking God, these were amazing. Because we haven't had any like sugar-based treats, if you want to call it that. Yeah. I think we both just went, oh, sugar, what the fuck, what is this shit?
Yeah, maple syrup's the shit.
Oh, fucking hell, I couldn't believe it. Like, my mum used to love pancake parlor, and I wasn't a big fan of pancake parlor. As in, my mum loved it, and she'd always say, "Oh, we're gonna go pancake parlor." What the fuck you got a pancake parlor for?
Oh, you always feel like shit after it.
But she loved it. Like I don't know. She loved the pancake parlor, and then her and Dad would always go and have a coffee and up at Knife Point, or as you would call it, Knife Point, and have their fucking coffee and pancakes. And I just never got it. It was just like, but I think the whole. Fucking when I was growing up, because I grew up that way, they used to always say, "Oh, fucking pancake parlor was run by fucking I don't know, Latter-day Saints or some shit like that."
No, Scientologists.
And
it was my ex's mum used to work there when she was a kid.
Okay, so and that sort of stuck with me. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat this.
L. Ron Hubbard doesn't need my money.
It's like they're gonna fuck with my head. No, fuck that shit. But that tastes good.
They're gonna give me reading material. Yeah.
So, but yeah, she loved it, and it was just funny. It was like made them last night. It actually tastes pretty fucking decent. Actually, it was actually all right. So I don't know. Anna's birthday's coming up. Well, okay, in a month or two, but. I was sort of sitting there, I've got to make her something. I'm going to make her a fucking nice mousse chocolate cake.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I'm going to put that motherfucker together. It's more for me than her, actually. I'm like, what can I make? Nice chocolate, fucking deep, fucking nice fucking cocoa, fucking based fucking mousse cake.
It's the thought that counts. Doesn't matter who eats it.
Even though I ate half of it. Blow the candle out. Blow the candle out. I want to eat some of this shit.
Already lit the bowl. Hurry up.
Oh, there used to be I'll tell you another fucking story. There used to be I think she was, I think she was Polish Jew out of Footscray back in the day. And she used to make the best fucking cakes, bro. And we all, like, where we grew up, like, if you're out from the West and you ate a cake from this lady's shop, it was an old school fucking cake shop.
Yeah.
Best fucking cake out. But I've not as yet in my life, and I've eaten a shitload of cake and I've eaten around the world and all the rest of it. I've never tasted that fucking cake ever again in my life. You know?
Would it be a similar kind of shop to something you'd see in Ackland Street, St Kilda?
No, they can't replicate it. No.
Okay. Yep.
I've eaten Ackland Street. I've eaten pretty much up and down Ackland, as in all the cake shops and shit. Every time I go up there, I'm always like, oh, well, I'll try that fucking that fucking chocolate. Yeah, no, nowhere even near it. The taste of this thing, it was just smooth, easy to eat, and it was funny. We were talking about it because we all grew up in the West, and it was funny because we were talking about it one night, and I said, I reckon she must have been putting some fucking bit of rum or something in there. The kids were just getting fucking based up and fucking, oh man, this is the best cake I've ever had, you know. Happy birthday to me, Mum.
Who knows? Maybe.
I've not tasted it. I've not tasted what that lady made. I mean, it was just. It was funny because we always used to buy the cake from there as growing up as kids until I think we were probably about 15, 16. And then I think she was old at that point, you know, so she just sort of disappeared, never saw her again, never saw the cake again. But it's just one of those things. Sometimes when you hit a recipe and if you can find a recipe, there's a thought in my head, like, you know, like we do a skinless sausage, right? As a Balkan fucking treat. That's one of our things, and it's called cevap.
Oh, is that what you made for me?
Was it? Yes.
Yeah, that shit was incredible.
Yeah. Well, that recipe, right, is fucking true, tried, fucking hands down. I don't give a fuck. You can eat it in Europe or you can eat it here. It tastes exactly the same.
Yeah, that was amazing.
But that's that recipe. You know what I mean? So the guy that I get them from, right, he's based out your way, actually, out fucking middle of nowhere.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he's out your way, and I'd usually buy like fucking, I don't know, 6 to 10 kilos off him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just put it in the freezer. His old man, God rest his soul, used to do them. He used to work for a guy that used to do them in Europe.
Yeah.
And he came to Australia, so he started this little business on the side. And it was so funny the way we sort of met up, and I sort of went, "Oh, I've got to try it, you know, just fucking got to try these things, you know." And tried them. And fuck, they're awesome. And I said, "Oh, you want to make them for my restaurant?" And he said, "Yeah, sweet, no dramas." So he did. And fuck me, the replication of that recipe, hands down, what I ate in Europe.
Yeah, that's nuts.
You know what I mean? And so when you hit something like that, it just brings that memory floods back. So you have a memory in your head of you eating that for the first time, and you go, fuck, that is some good shit. You know what I mean? And
what did you make that with again? Was it shredded cabbage or something? Or
yeah, it was cabbage. It was just shredded cabbage, basically. So cabbage, a bit of onion.
You had like vinegar on it or something, didn't you?
Yeah, vinegar, oil. That's it.
Oh, that shit was incredible.
But that's what we grew up on, like that sort of stuff, like that soups, stews and that sort of shit. They were big staples in our family, like,
yeah.
And it wasn't expensive cuts of meat. I didn't eat a fucking T-bone until I was probably, my first ever cut of meat, like as in a steak or something like that.
Yeah,
I was about 16.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They couldn't afford it. They couldn't afford it. It was just cheap cuts of meat. You know what I mean? And it was always like fucking, like just chunks of fucking beef, and you wouldn't see a steak. No way, man. They'd turn that fucking steak into like 5 meals. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. You know, so it wasn't like they just went, oh, everybody. Dad would get a steak because Dad worked. You know what I mean? And it would just be, it was funny because at that point in time we didn't eat any of that expensive shit. It was just like, you know, offal and stuff like that. Where now it's like fucking, you know, everybody's like, oh, I could eat a fucking $50 steak, you know, or whatever. And it just makes me laugh how it all sort of evolved, if you know what I mean. So a kid that's, you know, 5 years old can go, oh, I've eaten my first ribeye. Fucking, I didn't even fucking smell it. You know what I mean?
You don't know what it's meant to taste like, you little cunt. Just like eat your fucking chicken nuggets and chips. Like, leave that shit for the adults. Yeah, I don't get it.
We didn't touch any of that shit, and it was funny because like as you grow up as you get older, you sort of go, fuck, now I get it, because it was just like you couldn't afford it at that time. They could not afford it. You know? But eating certain foods that for me, it's all about, I'll eat something and I go, fuck, I remember that taste. It sort of draws back a memory in my head.
Yeah, it's not.
You know, and it's just funny because like there is certain foods that you just go, nah. That person's nailed that on the fucking head, man. It tastes exactly like what I've tasted in Europe or wherever, you know what I mean? So,
I'm trying to think if I've had anything like that.
You must have. There's got to be something that you've eaten somewhere around the world or something, and you've come back and you've gone, fuck, that tasted exactly the same.
I have to admit, I haven't travelled much, but I did go to Bali a couple of years ago, and probably about 10 years ago, and I had beef rendang for the first time. That was incredible. That was like hands down one of the best things I've ever eaten, and I still haven't found anything close to it.
Would have been soft and fucking.
Oh yeah, shit fell apart. Yeah, but I had it at where was I? Some restaurant, and they had rendang as a special.
Yep.
It's like, fuck yeah, I'll do that. Oh, it's like a little noodle place that me and my best mate have been going to since we were in high school, and they just deliver like the goods every time you go there. And it was really fucking good, but it was just, I think they had a different meat in it for a start, but it just wasn't quite the same.
Okay.
But yeah, it's so good though. Like, rendang's delicious.
When they can nail it, and then it gives you that authentic taste.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck when some of these people can do stuff. And this is what I always say about going from scratch. Easy to buy a packet, easy to open the packet, easy to make the shit.
Yeah.
But when you start breaking down the different flavors and fucking getting those flavors out of whatever you're making.
Yeah, some of it's just so fucking expensive though. Like just making something from scratch, like maybe I'm shopping at the wrong places, but I don't know. Sometimes it's just easy to do it from a packet. Like you just want that flavor in a lazy way, and you just want to get fed, then get on with your night. But
absolutely. But I mean, it was like I was watching a guy do a carbonara the other day. Can't remember which chef it was, and you could see he did it from scratch. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Beat the egg up, fucking added the bit of the fucking water from the pasta and all that sort of shit. Whereas, you know, you can go out and fucking Coles or Woolies or whatever and just buy the packet fucking straight in. You're done. You know what I mean? But you're not going to get that taste out of it, you know?
No, definitely not. And, you know, doing little things like, you know, putting water from the pasta gives it a bit of depth and all that.
Absolutely. You know, or, you know, where people turn around and go fucking shitload of cream and you just add more cream to the fucking cream. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's not the authentic taste out of it, you know?
No.
But it was funny. I did, when we did travel Europe a couple of years ago, and we ended up in fucking Bari, which was port town in Italy. And oh, it's funny. And I've just gone out, let's go authentic. Let's eat some fucking food, you know? And I'm not a massive fan of Italian food, too many carbs, so I fucking try to avoid it. But you got to have a pizza in Italy. You've got to have a fucking pasta and all that. Went to this restaurant. It was sort of out of the main part of the city. And it was like all these other restaurants in the sort of center of the city were like, you know, big name fucking restaurants. And I went, nah, too many fucking people. I just want to go somewhere where it's just cool, easy, fucking just have a nice couple of glasses of wine, bottle of wine, chill, and watch the world go by. All right, cool. So we went down the road a bit. And we found this little fucking out of the way place. I'll never forget it. And sort of like, oh, here's fucking a few people there. All right, cool. We get up to the door. Hey, you going? Yeah, definitely. We sat down, bring out the menus. So I'm looking at the menu, going, oh, fuck, scallopine. Shit, that got scallopine. Oh, that's, oh, fuck. You sure have a bit of that. Oh, and I'm like in my head, I'm just fucking drilling out all these fucking, putting about fucking 10 things down, going, yeah, I'm going to have these 10 fucking, try these 10 things. And it was fucking hilarious. Hello, are you going? Yeah, can I get this bottle? No, we're out. Okay. Can I get this? No, we're out. What have you got? She goes, we've got this one here if you want to try it. And I go, oh, all right, give us that bottle of wine. So whatever it was Pinot or fucking whatever the fuck it was, and brought it out. Fucking, yep, no worries. Yep, cool, all good. Puts it down, pours it. We're sitting there and I go, all right, well, what would you like to eat? I go, oh, well, there's a bit of a list. I go, so, you know, get your pen ready. You know, I'm starting fucking just hitting her with all these things. You want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. She goes, actually, we can either do a tomato-based pizza or a tomato-based pasta. That's it.
No.
I just went, what do you mean? She goes, that's all we can do. I went, but it's not fucking, it wasn't like 10 o'clock at night or anything like that. It was like perfect time for dinner, you know? She goes, that's how we do it here. Okay, then why the fuck do you have a menu? Why wouldn't you just fucking put on the fucking front door tomato-based fucking pizza or pasta?
Yeah.
That's it. And she goes, oh, no, that's how we do it. That's how we do it here. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. She's just gone to one of those fucking, you know, like, what do they call them? Bloody Planet Hollywood type fucking meal place. Just eating there and going, oh, best fucking Italian I've ever had, you know.
So why couldn't they do?
They didn't want to. That was it. They